And Wesley looking to become number 12. If we can get this gold medal over Lopes, and here we go. Demon Island, Wes versus Lopes.
Now, we talked about the Lance v. Lance, but neither character is going to grab a Lance as their first weapon. It's going to be Wes's axe versus Lopes' sword. Now, we saw Lopes earlier get completely destroyed by Wes once he made that swap to Macho Man. Oh my goodness!
Still needs a little bit. Yeah, ground pound. Wes did get the touch, but another ground pound, and Lopes is looking fantastic on the Roland. Going to be sticking with the sword. It's the Roland sword that he wanted.
You saw the two moves that Wes was throwing out to try to interrupt the ground pound. He didn't time the first one correctly, and Lopes found priority, and he also didn't get the second one, and Lopes found priority yet again. So Wes's timing was off there. Yo, Wes hits those
missed.
Way more than I've seen like any other Lance player hit those. It makes me think that I can do that.
Gives you hope. All the Lance players out there, go for that Lance ground pound. Downlight down air, looking for that reset, getting that extra damage. Wes still getting damaged up by the down sig. Ooh, both missing. Stacked options just off the mark.
Is he gonna? Yeah, he went for the D-sig again. Trying to stuff that ground approach from Wes. Of course, it also reaches a little bit into the air, and Wes is going to fall yet again. Lopes making a very bold statement here in Game 1 of Grand Finals.
Lopes looking to get that reset here. Knows that he's got to win 2 best-of-5s in order to take the Winter Championship. But Wes going to stop the 3-stock to start this one. He's got the Lance in hand now. This is his weapon of choice on this Macho Man.
You know he wants to carry Lopes off the stage in orange, reacting really to where Lopes is with those side airs. Do you like dare? Lopes backs up, goes for the reset again.
All right, punish, just going to be a ground pound. That is the first bit of damage Wes has been able to do for quite some time now. 2 nairs, but Lopes with just raw ground pounds onto Wes's head. Another ground pound.
Oh, yo, that could have been huge. Lopes is immediately ready to deal with that. Any sort of pressure that Wes had going, out came the weapon toss up to give him some room, give him some safety, and then immediately answering with the unarmed recovery to find a hit. Dash down heavy to get the KO. Lopes, our bald king here in Game 1.
And you got to give so much credit to Wes playing that like that. The way that he did the recovery there is somebody who knows how to Lance recovery, right? Just does the quick burst on the Lance recovery, goes for a nair in case they try to punish with a ground pound, tries to quickly get the wall touch, but Lopes is like, all right, I'm just going to chill. I'm going to wait. Once you go for the wall touch, boom, goes out with the down heavy to take game number 1, and Wes going to get kicked off his main. He's going to go put on the training weights again with the Koji.
He's dipping hard from that Macho Man. Now you think of some of Lopes's grounded options, right? That sword down signature from Roland. Wes is going to have a better time punishing that if he has a bow in his hands, because you can downlight from far away. Yeah. You can outrange the down signature from Roland. That gives him a lot of better options to kind of stuff and outrange those long-range options that Lopes has.
And I think one thing that is also going to play into it is Wes is going to play a lot more of a grounded game. The axe and nair, like you were seeing a lot of axe dare approaches, a lot of like low to the ground nairs from Wes on the Macho Man. But now that he's going to have sword and bow, those are a little bit more grounded for their approach tools.
And the 45-degree angles are really going to help Wes here against Lopes, who's more of a lateral player, right? He does have the down air to approach at the 45, has sort of the neutral air to guard around him, but you saw a lot of sword last game. Doesn't really have the 45-degree angle option with the sword that has a lot of range to deal with like a bow dare or a bow recovery.
Does a good spot dodge. Sussing out how Lopes was going to try to go for that turnaround side light. Still, this is kind of a stat matchup where, oh, all right, neutral signature is actually going to get it. I was going to say Lopes having that high defense means Wes is going to have to work a little bit harder with his weapons to get that damage built up, but he manages to find it.
Nice backup there. Oh, yeah. And gets the recovery afterward. Still not moving over to the weapon, kind of just gives Lopes the room to move over and grab that weapon once Lopes got through him. Not really worried about focusing on fighting at the weapon advantage over Wes.
I mean, he is winning out in the neutral, able to throw out quite a few attacks, charges it, and Lopes is like, wait, I don't know what to do here. eats the tatami mat.
I thought that wasn't going to hit for a second, and then it clicked in my brain, oh yeah, that's bow down signature from Koji. Of course it hits. It always hits.
Lopes was watching his opponent play Brawlhalla, but he does hit the horse, gets the neutral signature to take out Wes's first stock.
The vintage Roland KO move, ending with that horse. I haven't seen that KO in, oh man, a very, very long time.
Ooh. He's getting hits. Wes threatening the ground pound there. You saw the way he jumped off the stage. But like you were saying, yeah, that neutral sig, you don't see it too much anymore. I usually see like Lance down sig as the option because it's got that further reach.
And also it's way quicker. It doesn't leave you just hanging out there with your cheeks flapping in the wind.
Just riding your horse. Downlight down air, goes for the reset, wants the GC downlight for the extra damage, just in case he couldn't get the knockout, but Wes able to get back safely. Oh, there's the down sig. Almost got it.
Good call out from Wes getting the spot dodge on it. Also gets through that recovery.
Oh, both of them in the red. Side air almost gets it. Wes knows that he didn't have the movement. He was trying to land down before that side air connected, and that's going to be the second stock going the way of Lopes. Wes just needs a recovery.
Oh, this is not good for Wes. He's able to get away from it. Out comes the recovery, that still hits. Rides the wall up, sticks that lance out over the corner. GC down signature. Gets the KO there. Even on stocks, but Wes definitely behind in terms of damage. Keeping a weapon away from Lopes would be a good option, but here comes the lance yet again. Finds the sidelight, goes for the D-light immediately afterward. Doesn't look for any reset or anything.
There is a quick game one going the way, or sorry, quick game two going the way of Lopes off the swap from Wes to the Koji, the down sig from the lance, and Lopes is poised to reset it.
Are we going to see the easy 3-0 reset from Lopes? Nice slow-mo on that D-Sig as it came through, found the KO, and you're seeing on the screen a character swap over to the Bryn. Strength stance coming out, taking one out of the dexterity, putting it down to 4. So he's got a little bit more juice on every hit.
Yeah, that juice is going to be nice, of course, going up against the tanky legend that is Sir Roland. Going to be bringing out the axe and the spear here for game number 3. And Wes, again, coming in from the winner's side, does have that winner's advantage of having to be reset. Man, Lopes doing a really good job here.
If Lopes wins the tournament, I'm going to be really mad that Dobrain's prediction for the winner was right. Because he doesn't ever do predictions, and like the first time he gets the winner right, I'm going to be a little bit heated. So Wes is going to have to turn it up here with this Brent pick, or this Roland is going to take him to church.
Nice little neutral light. Does put Lopes off stage. Again, neutral lights to put him off stage. Can't quite get that follow-up, and Wes is really chasing hard to try to get this stock since he has that advantage. All right, big side air. Wes gets the first stock.
Oh, wait, never mind. He put Fiend coming in first, Lopes in second. We know where Lopes was. Ooh, there's a down air in orange. Lopes, you see him getting ready for it. Doesn't put too much pressure with any like active moves, going down with the ground pound, going down with the down air. Just put himself in the position to be ready to react to what Wes was doing to get the easy KO there, easy cleanup off of the movement from Wes.
Yeah, the plays have just been clean coming out from both of these players. Little neutral light. Lopes with the side light down air again, trying to get that follow-up neutral light. Wants that 3-piece. Ooh, oh. So tricky. Side light into side light. Like, that's so weird when he has side light down there, side light in there.
I feel like you just didn't expect one or both of those to hit, so you didn't see an immediate follow-up. Still hitting these side airs. Weapon toss goes through. That's the dodge. D-light ground pound coming out from Lopes. Nice spot dodge as well. Gets hit. Doesn't grab the weapon immediately, so Wes is going to have weapon advantage. That down air almost hit. Really quick reaction from Wes to see that the down air didn't send down and actually bounced off the stage, so he could find the side air. Neutral light. has a weapon in his hand. That's a KO. Doesn't even have to throw that spear. Now he can toss it up, choose which weapon he wants, juggling them just to delay a spawn for Lopes. Has the axe in hand. Where's the next spawn coming in? Right on top of Lopes. Getting very lucky there. D-Light Dare and the Nair.
I'm surprised he's not going for the recovery. Like, D-Light Dare has been Lopes's bread and butter on the sword. That's totally fine. But he still gets the stock with the ground pound. Just a little bit of, like, unoptimization to not go for that KO tool, that true follow-up off the Dare bounce.
Wes finding a weapon here has to slow down this momentum that that Lopes has. Already up 2 games. Staring down the barrel of a reset. They are even in this nice punish there. Doesn't go for the double D-Light like we see Fiend going for. Neutral air comes out. Oh, finding good damage. Has Lopes very orange.
Neutral
that's it.
Sig, and game 3 goes the way of Wes. Lopes now having to make some adjustment. Of course, Lopes still needs 1 more game to get that reset. Meanwhile, Wes, if he wins the next 2, that's a 3-2 and a handshake. That's a gold medal around the neck.
And that is a good way to chip away at that momentum that Lopes has. Not only getting the KO and taking that game, fighting back into this, denying the reset at least for now, but he also had so much momentum himself on that final stock, completely deleting it in no time at all.
He's doing a really good job of getting those quick follow-ups off of his spear. Some unorthodox ones. Like you'll sometimes see like the Dare Sair bounce, right? Or sometimes you'll see like, I think it was a side light chase dodge Nair, but really good job from Wes to bring in all these different tools from the spear kit.
And we're going to Miami Dome here with those kind of medium height soft platforms. Both of them immediately jump to it. Wes is a little bit quicker to the middle of the stage, though. He's going to throw out the unarmed neutral air for all those active frames to keep Lopes away. Doesn't take long for Lopes to grab a weapon. Axe damage is coming out. Lopes is finding some good damage. Somehow gets through that ground pound that we've seen Lopes hit so many times. Axe Sair hit Lopes in orange. We're seeing some movement coming out from Lopes. Again, the weapon toss to immediate recovery seems to be a major option for Lopes when he's on the edge.
Yeah, that's a really common option from Lance players is like, you know what, this is too risky. I don't want to put myself on those obvious tracks with a Sair or a recovery. So I'm just going to go for the up toss, just kind of put them in hit stun so I can get past them. And that's what happened there. But still, Wes getting the better of the damage with this axe on the brin.
D-Light recovery from Lopes. Doesn't go for a D-Light Dare here. We've seen him go for that option several times. Ooh, nice D-Sig. That was the closest one of those swords to Lopes that actually hit. That halted the punishment option that was coming in from Wes.
Yeah, that's something we've been seeing out of Lopes is like if you start dash dancing on him, he'll just do a dash in down sig and try to cover that entire path. Usually, his opponents have been able to dash back and avoid it, but Lopes currently a stock up over Wes.
Axe coming in. There comes the side air, still not disarmed, has the sword in hand. Wes even goes for the down air and the recovery. Nice side air, still gonna bounce off the stage, take away some of the momentum, keep that from being a guaranteed KO. There's the down air, weapon toss, charged up, goes at the 45-degree angle. In comes the axe, there's the side air. Despite that taking kind of a significant amount of time, no damage was dealt by Lopes, so they are dead even, and Wes is gonna start this at the weapon advantage.
Has the weapon in hand. Nice follow-up. Ooh, big side sig. Goes for a ground pound. He's going crazy in the offstage. He got the damage.
Lopes starting to control things here, putting out some good damage with these sword neutralites. Almost evened it up between these two. The D-Light putting out some more damage. Dodges through the recovery that came out from Wes. You see him moving away from Lopes, deciding how he wants to initiate. Side air into the weapon toss, swap over to the spear. Neutral sig comes out. Lopes doesn't find the immediate punish. Neutral light comes after. Running away, goes for the sidelight, but Lopes still finds a connection there to interrupt it. Wes, D-Light ground pound for the KO. This is a good lead, Duke.
Very clean from Wes. Goes for that weapon toss, and you saw how far away Lopes had to drift to avoid it. And then that gave Wes plenty of time to just fall down there, wait for the GC downlight into the ground pound. Clean edge guard from Wes.
Good job getting around that. He does have to worry about the ground pound, though. I was clinching, expecting a ground pound from Lopes to come out the entire time. There's the D-Light Dare recovery that you wanted.
gotta go for that extra follow-up. Like, he's doing a good job. D-Light dares. That's the optimal damage if you can get the bounce into the follow-up. But here comes the Lance plays onto Wes. Had him in the offstage, able to rocket his way back onto the stage.
It was a little bit of a dangerous situation, but you see Wes still has a massive lead.
Ooh.
Gets the KO. Like an umbilical cord, the momentum has been cut.
What?
That was kind of gross. I don't.
Yeah.
Boys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was weird. That was weird.
Took me out. We're just gonna cut that one from the memory banks.
Yeah, cut that one from the memory banks like an umbilical cord. Just cut it.
No, don't make it again. Game 5. Wes 1 game away from locking it down. Lopes was up 2-0 on the Sir Roland, and now he's like, all right, I guess, you know what? It's a Bryn v. Bryn world out there, and we are in Game 5. Lopes needs to win this. He has to get this one to get the reset.
Now remember, the Bryn v. Bryn only really went well for Lopes earlier when he played it against Fiend. So Wes has to have that in the back of his mind going into this mirror match, but we're back on Miami Dome.
Those pogos are adding up damage, though. Gets the down sig, not the full damage on that one, but still nice active frames on it. Throwing out a lot of signatures here, trying to get this knockout onto Wes. Punish. Clean side there. Doesn't get the weapon toss.
I don't know how that didn't hit him.
Oh, that was risky. That was such a risky unarmed side air. There was a weapon on the field, but he gets the spear side air. Lopes potential here to get the reset.
Ooh, a lot of damage being added up here. Even grabbing the neutral air off of the side air. Lopes finding a beautiful 3 hits there, putting some damage out. Wes still unarmed, finally grabs a spear. You see him running around the stage, goes for a GC sidelight. He didn't see the ground pound coming quite when he needed to be able to punish that one. Might find the stock here going his way, hits the down air. I believe there was a touch, and there was. And Lopes still gets back. This is bad for Wes.
Wes thought he was done for. He saw how low he was going. He dipped onto the stage to avoid the spear toss. And now Lopes finally gets taken out, but he's gotten Wes into the red.
And this is back to the saucy Lopes that we saw earlier. With those double D-Light into the ground pounds, back-to-back perfect reset on him. Lopes has got to be feeling good here. Axe coming out for Wes. Lopes is able to get to the spear. Just comes in immediately with the D-Sig and finds the KO. I think we're looking at a reset here.
A very real possibility of that reset. This stock advantage is huge for Lopes. He's going to wait a bit, think about what his options are to punish that neutralite whiff from Wes, but he still finds it. All right, can't get the follow-up off the down air, but good punish again onto the whiff side sig from Wes. Wes is going to start swinging, hoping he can get this stock off, get these to final stocks here in Game 5.
Oh, you see him dipping down low. He's worried about what Lopes has on the edge. Oh, Lopes still adding up the damage. Has Wes in the red. Not sure if he meant to do the neutral signature that direction, whichever way he wanted to read it. If it would have been on the left, that would have been curtains. D-like ground pound yet again. This time to finish up the stock. Add the game to his collection. 616 damage to 343. The Bryn Mirror is not the way to go.
Maybe not for Wes, but definitely for Lopes, as we have gotten the reset and we are here in Grand Finals, the last set of the weekend, the last best of 5. Lopes winning 3-2 to get the reset. Wes now has to decide. Can't be the Bryn Mirror. Is it the Ragnir? The anti-Lopes character?
He's thinking about it. Still has not locked in yet. Going back to the Macho Man. Doesn't have to play into the Roland this time.
Yeah, it doesn't have to worry about the sword or the signature kit of the Roland, which are 2 big things that really worked well against Wes on the Macho Man. And here we go. Wes back to the Macho Man against Lopes. Game 1 of the final best of 5 for this weekend for the South American Winter Championship 1v1s. And we're going to Demon Island. No Fiend here for you to make a bunch of random references.
That's probably for the best. Let's all be real on that one. That's probably for the best. How is he going to deal with that down signature? I don't know if he can find priority when he has Lance in his hands against that. I don't know if the side light will outrange, if the side air will outrange, or if the dare will outrange. Going for the big read on the neutral signature.
Nice
Does find a dare,
nice ground
puts
pound.
Lopes in a rough spot.
Oh!
That weapon toss was in the perfect place for Wes not to get hit by it. He could glide right along that wall and avoid the weapon toss that Lopes was securing his safety with so many times before.
He threaded that needle expertly, hit the ground pound, dodged past that spear toss, and hit the weapon toss. Wes looking big on the reset.
Lopes being very careful with how he chooses to initiate. You saw how long it was before he threw out an attack. Same thing still applying. Does
still has
find
recovery?
the side air there. Yeah, he has
Gone.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
Lopes was ready for it. I was hoping that the recovery was going to end in time, that Wes could dodge like split second right after.
Frame
but
perfect.
no, Lopes nailed it. He was ready.
Yeah, so that's one of those situations where usually like the Lance player will do the recovery early because that is one of those moves that really locks you down. But I guess Wes really wanted to keep that one in the back pocket. Lopes was able to get that ground pound, even up the stock count, but a side air from Wes, and that is going to be the advantage again.
So this is a huge lead for Wes, and that's cool for Wes and Wesley fans out there. If he comes out on top of this game, that's great for Wesley and Wesley fans out there. But then, like, bro, what do you do next game when Lopes just swaps? That's so scary.
Well, technically, Wes isn't locked into the Macho Man. He could swap before Lopes, but he does have to lock in first.
Yeah, and that's one of the major problems, is he has to lock in first here. Whereas before, Lopes had to lock in first, and that gave Wes the counter pick option.
Well, this game isn't over yet. Wes is in the red. Lopes with the down sig will even up the stocks. This one is not in the books yet. He's only in orange.
That is definitely true. Wes and Wesley fans cannot be celebrating too early yet. Do not count your chickens before they hatch. Axe v Axe. We'll see what Wes has. Neutral light going for the neutral signature again as the option. Goes for the side light Sair. Can't quite hit it as consistently as we've seen Fiend pick it up earlier.
Yeah, that one's tricky depending on where you hit that side light. Oh!
That was
okay.
nasty. That was nasty.
That was so good. He used so many weapon tosses to force all these options out of Lopes, and he still managed to beat out an Axe recovery. You saw the stars come out. He beat it out with the GC down light, and that is going to be game one, going the way of Wes, but no character swap from Lopes. He's not going immediately into the roll-in.
And he beat out priority because he was so quick on it. He was fully committed to that D-Light ground pound. It was going to take some time for that Axe recovery to come out, start throwing out those hitboxes, and Wes was ready. He was in like a safer spot on that before the rotating hitboxes were going to come out, man. Wes clutching that game out, and it was looking a little hairy at points. Like Lopes definitely had the option or the ability to bring it back there. Now we're going to Miami Dome, where it didn't go so well for Wes last time we were here.
No, but he's looking pretty good right now. Again, throwing out those neutral signatures. Those chairs have just not been connecting onto Lopes. Second recovery, Axe or exhausted recovery. A little bit risky there because it is burning movement.
Oh, no.
Tool's going to go deep. He hit the ground pound. He hit the weapon toss. Lopes going to take the first stock off of Wesley.
And that was great from Lopes to realize that the ground pound wasn't going to hit, and then he didn't just give up. He wasn't like, all right, well, I did my thing. Now I'm just going to go back. Like, no, he threw his weapon, which I can't believe that hit. Like, he nailed that throw.
And just great aiming on that weapon toss, but going for more there. Goes for that neutral air off the follow-up side air. But a ground pound from Wes will even up the stock count.
You saw Wes go in with that after the dodge was burned to get back to the stage from Lopes, so he felt pretty confident in that ground pound that it was going to hit. Now we're relatively even, but Lopes still in the lead. That turned him yellow.
Yeah, gonna go for the punish. You saw him grayed out, like he was running out of movement tools there, but still wanted to go for that turnaround onto Lopes. Still needs to get that damage to bring himself back into this one. Another pogo, weapon toss, no recovery burn just yet. Wes really keeping that one in the pocket. Doesn't hit the ground pound though.
He's just a little bit too slow on that ground pound, but yeah, you're exactly right. Notice how few recoveries Wes was doing in the edge. Didn't want to get himself stuck there where he was going to take a move from Lopes. Lopes definitely in the lead now. Oh man, that was so close. He wants to find a ground pound on Lopes as a punish there. He just still has not found it yet.
Homie needs to go to Foot Locker and just get a size up on those shoes because they're so close to landing onto Lopes's head. Deep red, both sides.
Maybe once he wins this tournament, he can use that. Oh, is he gonna get stuck? He's stuck. Oh no! I don't know if that was a misinput or what the heck that was, but maybe if he wins this, he can use that payout to go to Balenciaga and grab some of them real chunky shoes.
Maybe just order some Toms. But
who's ordering Toms in 2021, bro? Get out of here.
Hey, I like when
it ain't
the things I buy
anymore,
help other people. All right, Wes, final stock against Lopes. He's got the lance in hand. Lopes with the spear again. Wes dodging in, gonna eat those down sigs from Lopes.
His signature lasts so long, man.
Lopes just controlling center stage, waiting for Wes to make that approach.
Very interesting shift from kind of both players there for those like 10 seconds where they were just kind of playing footsies without actually throwing anything out.
Clash out. Wes still finally finds his way onto the stage. Now we've got Axe v Axe. Nair connects. A little bit of a damage advantage to Wes. Ground pound avoided. Ground pound from Lopes. Where's the weapon toss? Doesn't go for it. Second ground pound. No weapon toss still. He went too far, and Wes is going to get game 2.
Wes was holding on to that recovery for literally that exact situation. He wanted to hold on to it as long as possible so that if he got above Lopes, that 360 degrees would help cover him, either send back towards the blast zone or send down towards the blast zone. Wes holding on to that recovery, man. That had to take some serious stones, but he did it.
Wes's ability to play these edge guards, his ability to play these offstage so confidently. You're not seeing the panic come out, and it is keeping him alive. Game 2 was almost in Lopes's hands. He was so stinking close. But Wes is now 1 game away from being crowned the winter champion for South America.
You're seeing the character swap from Lopes, not to the Roland, but over to the Barraza. This is the nasty Barraza that we saw yesterday in 2v2. Blasters on point, Axe on point. This could be very scary. Has those game-changing signatures like the Axe neutral that you can just grab someone on the edge and completely yoink the other direction.
So far, traits have been relatively even. Very slight advantage to Lopes off that sidelight side air. Still sitting on that corner, but Wes gets back up safely. Nice weapon toss to set up for a pickup neutral light.
Ooh, gets away from that just by running. Oh, weapon toss goes out. Immediately comes out with the recovery, like you said.
With the blaster side air, again puts Wes off stage.
Oh, this is so tense. Still not enough. KO off the top. Neutral light, both players are red. Wes at the weapon disadvantage, and I think he's a little bit more red. Neutral light, not enough. Weapon toss goes high. Blasters, is he going to look for a side air? Didn't find the connection. Weapon spawn goes to the left side of the stage. Oh, man.
Oh, he's not getting his hits. He's still getting the weapons. Recovery picks up, and he doesn't drop it. Lopes gets the first stock, but man, is he hurt. He needs this. He needs this game to keep himself alive. Well, obviously he needs all these games because Wes is up 2-0.
Axe, you see him immediately go up. He's getting away from the weapon toss neutral light, which is a very popular Axe player option.
What's the downlight? Throws away his Axe, though. There's the Blaster's pickup. Missed the side light. Neutral light's not going to be enough. Wes, weapon toss. Yeah, waits for Lopes to lock himself into an action before going for that weapon toss to guarantee it.
Now, by waiting for it It's exactly what you said. It locked him into an action, but also because there was not a weapon spawn on the stage, if he didn't feel comfortable doing it, he didn't have to, and he would still have a weapon in his hands. If he blew it out of the way early, then he would be worried. He'd be stuck weapon starved yet again, and he's behind now, dodges through that weapon toss. Lopes doesn't immediately go for anything. There's still weapon toss up from West to keep himself safe, gets back on the stage with the side air.
Nice movement from Lopes. Waiting out the down air, gets the downlight recovery. Not quite enough to finish off the stock of West, but Lopes looking good.
All gun players cried in horror when that did not KO, even though West was red. Oh no, he went for something big there with that. Putting him in possibly a risky position, giving West a weapon.
Each of these hits are bringing West back. These are the paddles of life. The ground pound misses. Lopes eats the recovery from West. The side air will finish off the second stock, but again, Lopes is in the red. He had West in the red when he was in the orange, but he just couldn't get that last hit.
He's going to have to find the KO with Lance, which can be tough. Finds the side air from the wrong side of the stage. Not going to help him out in terms of getting the KO, but he does find the recovery. Still has a KO. Lance players crying out in horror.
The two sides of Sparky crying, the Blasters and the Lance at odds against each other, but the side air from West will even up the stock count.
West gonna have his control of the weapons. Goes for the axe, up 2-0 in this set. A victory here secures the tournament for West.
Ooh, three-piece.
Oh,
Lopes
West is
now
adding up the
behind.
damage.
These axe hits from West. Sidelight and air doesn't hit the Sair. Oh, this is looking so good for West now. All right, over to the Blasters. What was that dare?
He went for the perk of
He
pivot.
goes up.
Oh gosh, dude, I don't know what's gonna happen. Is it gonna kill? It kills!
He did it! He held on! Diamond hands keep Lopes alive. He is taking a step towards victory as he still has to get to more.
Blasters Chad's crying out in celebration that a D-Light recovery was the game sealer there. Man, Lopes, by the skin of his teeth, has not locked in a character yet. So maybe he's not confident on what he wants to do, but the same thing goes for Wes.
Well, Lopes has to lock in first.
Yeah.
So, like, on the very hypothetical situation where Lopes picked something that Wes wants to counterpick, that's why Wes isn't going straight into the Macho Man. But there it is. It's going to be the Thor for game 4. Lopes not liking anything about the Barasta beyond the defense, as he is going to go for Thor against the Macho Man.
He's just straight default Thor. I think he had like a level 39 Thor, but he's just straight up default skin, default colors, defense stance Thor.
Well, his hopes are on this Thor as we get into game number 4, Lopes versus Wes. Wes did get the spawn weapon, gets the first hit with an air, not much else afterwards, but here comes the damage. Dodges through to avoid the dare.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna throw out some neutral lights, goes to the side light slider, evening up this damage now pretty quickly. Has Wes in the orange, so now taking the damage lead. Oh, that's what I'm worried about. If you're a Wes fan, you need to be worried about that signature right there. Cleans it up with the ground pound. If Wes wants to stick in the air, like that's where you're going to be as a Lance player, finding KOs with recovery and finding KOs with side air. Think about how much space that hammer signature controls.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fantastic just airspace denier. There he's throwing it out, but Wes staying low this time. Not going to panic jump into that one. Still, Wes looking alive. Avoids the side heavy, has the weapon advantage, avoids the neutral signature. Lopes wants to widen this gap here. Oh, that's punish. No, he misses the punish.
He was just so far away. That's going to be so tough to punish. This Lance Cider doesn't send you that far, but it's going to be a ground pound answering Lopez's ground pound that took out Wes's first stock. This time it's going to be Lopez falling. Lopez jumping high in the air, waiting for that weapon spawn to come in. It came in around him. Nair comes out from Wes. Lopez still grabs the hammer.
Showing the threat of the side signature, letting Wes know ground is not safe either. What's the option going to be? See how Wes reacts. Looks like he's going high. No signature coming out from Lopez. Went for the Russian Mafia, but he ends up ledge canceling the downlight, and Wes going to live.
He's got to be so mad at that soft platform right now. It just had to be there.
Oh, no. And the longer Wes lives, the more he comes back into this one. He's getting hits onto Lopez. Stop. He goes for a sidelight at red.
That had to have been a misinput there. Oh, no. Wes continuing to add up damage. Still doesn't have Lopez in the red, but that side air actually does turn him red. The follow-up side air is going to let Wes take the lead. Damn you, soft platform!
Lopez not happy right now. He was so close to having a huge lead. Sidelight side air still not enough. Hammer scoop will even it up. White stocks each. Lopez with the weapon advantage. He throws up the orb, expecting the weapon to spawn sooner.
Now, one thing that we're seeing with this Thor pick from Lopez that we didn't see with Barraza is signature usage. He feels much safer using them on Thor than he did on Barraza. They seem to be a central part of his game plan against Wes here.
Yeah, there was like no Barraza signatures. But right now, Wes is hitting those dares. Lopez avoids the neutral signature. It's a two-piece. Still relatively even.
Man, Wes cannot find that read where he goes for the turnaround side air.
Yeah.
Oh, more neutral airs from Lopez. Lopez in the lead here, needs the victory on this game to tie it up and take it to game 5. Neutral signature, not quite enough on it.
Go to the hammer. Go to the hammer. Go to the hammer's got better knockout tools. Wes is still living. Cider puts him off stage. Orb toss not going to connect. He's got the hammer. He's going to wait.
Got to worry about that dare. Oh, he went for it, but Wes immediately recovers back to the platform. The signature, he grabs it down. Signature for the KO. We're going to a game 5.
Time in hands, Lopez. He holds on for dear life. Game 5 after a 5-game reset, and Lopez still playing his heart out. We've got a game 5. This is do or die on either side.
Is he going to go in with the Macho Man yet again? That was such a close game, man. Oh my goodness, between these two. Looking back at Lopez's record in tournament, a lot of his losses that are like finally knocking him out of the tournament are game 5 situations.
I mean, we've seen just a lot of game 5s as a whole throughout this tournament this weekend, as well as into last weekend. We're seeing a lot of game 5s come out. Even just looking at this top 8, we see Monexo versus DB, that went to game 5. Power Ranger versus Baltazar, that went to game 5. Even in the winners final, Wes versus Lopez went to game 5. Grand finals, Wes versus Lopez went to game 5. Here in the grand finals, game 5, and it's Lopez back on the Barraza.
Now this is interesting because one of the things that we really saw that was the kill option he was looking for was 1 on the hammer and 2 specifically the down signature. He got 2 KOs with that down signature. The other one was that pivoted dare on the edge, that perka pivot hammer dare to send off the top. Now he's completely abandoning that and going back to the Barraza.
He'll still have the pivot dare. He was doing it with the blasters as well. Nice 3-piece from Lopez. I was looking for that follow-up off that downlight ground pound. Like, he wasn't doing anything off of it. I'm glad he's starting to do stuff now, but still, this is going to be a tight one. Going down to the wire. We've already started this one off, and their damage is even.
Wes throwing away his weapon early. The weapon spawns have not been favoring Wes whatsoever.
Thor might be a Lopez fan. Or sorry, not Thor, Odin.
Well, Thor might be, and therefore, by extension, maybe his father, Odin.
Yeah.
Maybe Odin is the original Lopez fan, and then you root for who your parents root for.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I'm sure there are a lot of people in chat rooting for Wes. After he found that ground pound, he's in orange right now. If he can make sure he plays very tight, very clean. He has the option to really make this lead go places.
Yeah, that was a clean edge guard from Wes, just waiting for Lopes to burn a lot of tools. The dodge up along the wall almost hits the axe recovery. If that backswing had hit, could have been another big knockout for Wes, but Lopes holding on for dear life. Downlight, recovery, that's the stock, keeping it even.
Has his choice of weapons, sticks with the blasters. Weapon spot coming in. Wes is able to grab this one right off the bat. Finally, he finds that read that he's wanted so many times. The downer into the turnaround side air, and he turns it into a KO with a recovery off the top. Full stock lead for Wes.
What a big read from Wes. He's been reading those jump outs off the nairs, and so far they weren't really hitting, but that time it does. Got the second follow-up nair into the recovery. This is massive.
Ooh,
he's chunking. He's chunking. He's ready to be done and out of this. Lopes not even near enough damage onto Wes for that recovery to be a knockout.
1 or 2 hits. Lopes is red.
He needs perfect stocks here.
Wes is ready for it. He tastes the possibility of victory. Lopes fighting back. 2 hits, unanswered.
Oh,
Lopes is in the red. The axe side air goes to finish it off with a side air. Lopes dodges through with the recovery. It was too low. You see the taunt coming out early. He thought that was it.
It's over.
GC side signature. Wesley is your South America 1v1 winter champion.
Closing it out in game number 5. What a harrowing adventure for both of these players, but still, Wes is able to come out victorious. He has gotten the stamps across the calendar, winning in winter, spring, summer, and fall. He's gotten all 4 seasons in the bag.
I think that means you get like a week free stay at the Four Seasons Hotel. And I'm not talking about the landscaping company. I'm talking about the actual hotel.
Yeah, like the legit, the one that actually normally has beds. Well done from Wes.